The next question says, I feel very sluggish and everything feels very heavy and not movable. Do I need a deload? And do I track if the weight is much lighter? First off, chances are it's not simply a deload that you need. You need to just adjust the training weights. We've got an update coming out to the online system that'll be here in the next couple weeks at the most. Um, but this will help you through this process. If you normally lift, 200, it doesn't matter pounds or kilos. If you normally lift 200 for a set of five, but then you have an off session, you only get it for a double. Then the system will recognize that and help you to adjust your weights for the following week. So that's coming here in the near future. In the meantime, you just need to do that yourself. If you're using the workout planner, if you're using that, first of all, when you're recording your workouts, record them accurately. Record the actual weight that you did, the actual RPE that it was, record how it actually went. And then for the next session, when you use the workout planner, it's going to help you to adjust those loads so that it will match the previous performance. You know, we always like you to have a little bit of a forward lean. So under normal conditions, it's going to tell you to match the previous performance. So add a little bit more weight on there, especially if you're capable of doing it. But also don't be afraid to adjust the other way if it's not there that day. You've got to take what your body's given you. Back to your question though, I don't think you need a deload. I think you just need to adjust the training weights based on your capability. Sometimes we have to take a couple steps back in order to start building that momentum up again. And that's what that whole slogan's about, build momentum. First, we want you to take what's there. So if the program asks you to do a triple at a 9 RPE and you're just not performing very well, so it takes a lot less weight than you would like to produce that triple at a 9 RPE, that's fine. We've got to accept where you are right now and then try to build on that little by little. Don't try to jump right back into a PR next week. You've got to build on where you're at and gradually let that momentum build. Okay? So that's what I would recommend in terms of deloading and not. Deloads are more relevant when it comes time to manage fatigue and things like that. And usually, big performance drops are not fatigue related in the sense that deloading is the cure all. Occasionally you'll run into a situation where a deload helps, but that's more in terms of adaptation and performance rather than fatigue management. So this system that I'm describing to you is kind of another way around of getting at that. As far as whether or not you should track if the weight is much lighter, yeah, you should. You should track what you actually do. You should track your work sets, which I would say is anything above a 6 RPE. So hopefully that helps you. Let me know if you've got any additional questions.